Hey, thanks for tuning into the Fats Media Podcast. All right, I'm Seymour, and in this episode, I want to talk to the young, struggling independent artists. So I'm talking to the brokies, I'm talking to the ones that don't have any money. Now, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get your music out there without spending a dime, okay? Uh, You don't have to spend any money to promote your music. Now, it's nice to have money, but I'm going to show you ways how you can get your music out there very early on without spending any money, okay? So, the first thing you need to do, I'm going to do another episode on socials and all of that stuff, but now I'm going to talk to you about the music. This is why I say this. First thing you need to do is have your socials together, okay? So, that means pick a platform, maybe two at the most. You're going to pick one or two platform. I would say just pick one. Pick one platform that you're going to dedicate to, one that is in your target demographic as far as music, as far as age. Okay. So, how are you going to figure that out? Okay. Snapchat, younger audience. Okay. 24 and below, sometimes 34 and below. Instagram is gearing a little older now. Instagram used to be the young app. Now Instagram is 18 and up, usually 18 to like 34, 44. A lot of people go there for gossip. And so it depends on that one on Instagram. Okay. Then there's TikTok. TikTok is fast growth. If you know how to use it right, you're going to grow fast. And it's younger audience. So this one is younger. This one is 16 to 24. Okay. 16 to 24. Now, the problem with 16 to 24 is they don't have any money. But you're not touring. You don't have any money either. So what you need is you need attention. What you're doing is you're looking for attention to grow a fan base to make some money. So TikTok is a great place to start. But remember, if you pick TikTok as the platform that you're going to use to grow your brand, TikTok requires a lot of attention, requires a lot of posting, a lot of dedication. Okay, you can't schedule things out. You can, but it's not going to hit you the right way if you're not on top of it. Okay, so there's TikTok. Now, if you're into the live streaming thing, you can go to Twitch. Now, Twitch is very young. Twitch is 14 to 24. Now, it's now gearing a little older because the IRL stuff is taking off. So older kids and and younger adults, they're watching it. So 18 to 34 is getting into it. So so you have Twitch. Now, another one you can go to that people don't talk about is Kick. Now, Kick is very early on because Kick is just starting out. Kick is gonna be a little easier for you to get it. No, well, Kick you kind of have to bring your own audience in there. So, Kick is good if you bring your own audience or if you can funnel audience from other users for other big Kick people. Okay, Kick is gonna be a little bit of work. Okay, if you're ready to build, if you want to just have Kick in the background, like just when you're live streaming on Twitch, you want to multi-stream on Kick as well, you can do that. But I wouldn't pay too much attention to Kick until I solidified my footing, until I had a decent amount of listeners and viewers and followers on the single platform that I choose. And I don't think Kick would be that one. Okay, so you have Kick. Now, all right, now you pick the platform. Now, after you pick a platform, you have to monetize it. How do you monetize your platform? Every platform has a way for you to make money off of it. But we're not here for money. We're here to promote your music. You're an artist, you're struggling. Yes, you don't have money, but you're going to get money. But you need to get money in the right way. You don't want to get money with quick, rich schemes. You know, you don't want to mislead people. You don't want to clickbait people into your playlist to get more listens. It's just not going to bring you the authentic fan base that you want, the consistent fan base that's going to listen to you. You need to build a storyline. Now, after you pick your social media platform, you have to build a storyline, okay? So you have to say, okay, let me write down, if you had to write your life and your music and your goals, and you have to write that on one page, write that down. Write that in one page. So take each section of that page and put 4 lines through it. Put 4 lines through the page. So you have the beginning section, the top. And you talk about your early years and when you fell in love with music. Then the second section is when you learned an instrument, when you learned that you can actually make music. third section is that you talk about your life struggles, and then you overcoming that and pushing towards music. And then the fourth one is you making your music, and here it is. Okay, so now you have your four parts to your life, and what you need to do is you need to think of social media that way. You need to introduce yourself to people, and the way that people are going to gravitate towards you and people are going to hold on to you and be your fan is when they know that you're authentic and when they make a connection with you. You have to make that connection with the people, okay? And how do you make that connection? Is by being real, by telling people, by being vulnerable. That's how it is. That's what. And then the really great artists, they know how to fake it. I mean, there's so many fake, so many artists that are huge and they're assholes. They're just impossible people to deal with. But when you see them on camera, you see them there. I mean, they can connect with you. Now, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to fake it. Don't even try to fake it. When you try to fake it, people can see through it, and you think that you're doing a great job, but people can see through it. They're gonna get a feeling. You don't want that. Just you want to pick up the people that are for you. So one thing with social media is that people think you need to run ads to grow faster. Yes, you can run ads and grow faster, but what you're doing is you're tricking people. You're tricking people into listening to you. Maybe they'll gravitate towards you because they heard a small part of a song on a post that you promoted, and then they want to hear the entire song, and you get a few thousand listens, and then it'll start. But if they don't know anything about you, you're just gonna crash and burn. If they're not really following you, if they're not really checking your page, they're not gonna know when a new song drops. You're gonna have to advertise again, and then you're in the hamster wheel of advertising nonstop to keep those numbers up. It's like these people that buy the fake followers, and then you see that their comment section is super low because no one's actually paying attention. And then with the algorithm that Instagram has, that it only shows your content to a small percentage of people, when you buy fake followers, it's a good chance that those fake followers, because they're the majority, you're getting the majority of followers from an Asian country. There's a good chance that Instagram's going to think, hey, his fans are over there, and they're going to show majority of your posts to those people. And rarely are you going to get seen by people here in your country. All right, you should consider that. All right, so now for the broke artist. All right, now you pick the platform, right? You already mapped out your life story. You know your life story. You know your goal. Now you have to express that. You have to show that. All right, how do you do that? You schedule posts. You build momentum by posting, by being real. First thing I would do is, it depends how many songs you have. So if you don't have many songs, then you're gonna have to chop up the songs and just play small parts of the songs, different parts, behind your audio, behind your video. You're gonna have to play a small part. Don't play the same part in every video. You have to play different parts of the song. You can make, let's say you take 3 clips and you play one part of a song, the same part, and then you take another 3 clips, take another part of the song, and you do the same thing like that, and you can spread it out that way. Okay. Now, I wouldn't put the same 3 clips. I wouldn't post those on the same day. Schedule those out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then the second 3 clips, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Then another 3 clips, and you spread it out that way. Now, depending on the platform, you're going to have to post a lot more on certain platforms. Like I said, if you pick TikTok, you're going to have to post 5 times a day. In the beginning, when you first open your TikTok account, TikTok is really going to push your content, and they're going to push to as many people as possible to figure out who is your target audience. Right? So you got to make sure those videos are right. Those videos are real. You have great lighting, good sound. Great lighting, good sound. Very important. Okay? I'm still trying to master that with my TikTok videos. If you check the Fats Media page on TikTok. So now you have the posts scheduled out. How do you schedule out posts? On TikTok, you can download the TikTok Studio app. On Instagram, you can upload it through your phone and schedule it right through there. Or you can go on the Facebook business page, which gives you the backdoor access to Facebook and Instagram once you connect your Instagram to your Facebook. And you'll be able to schedule on the calendar there, on the content calendar, for free. All right, so this is all for free. All right, the clips are yours. That's your music. And the actual visual part, you're going to record that with your phone. Okay, if you don't have a camera, you record it with your phone. Now, let's say you want to shoot a music video for your song too. Now, and you don't have any money, you look for a friend with a camera. You look for somebody that is eager to direct and that close by, someone that you grew up with, Have them direct the video with with the phone. All right. You got to pick a good lighting day. Don't ever record a video when the sun is fully up. You got to go when the sun is coming down. That's when you get the best lighting, early morning, and when the sun is coming down. Okay. That's a tip for you right there. If you start recording at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is up, and it's hard to get the right shot, the right lighting. The sun is just strong, okay? And you want to pick a nice soft light, and you don't have any money for lights, so that's what you need. And you only have a small window. You only have about 45 minutes to an hour in the early morning, 45 minutes in an hour in the late afternoon until the sun goes down. All right, so that's what you can do. You can shoot that. If you can't do that, put it up on Facebook. Look for indie directors, small films, short films. These Facebook groups. I'm saying Facebook group names. Look up Facebook group names for music videos, Facebook groups for short films, independent films, low budget films. Follow these groups and then put out a post there after they accept you into a group, which is usually in the same day, sometimes right away. Write a comment, a post on there, and say, I'm looking for someone to direct my music video. Make sure you put the city you're in. I'm in these groups, and there are tons of times that people put, hey, I need someone to help me with this short film. They don't put any details. They don't say where they live. They don't say anything. Now, you don't need to give your address, but you give the city that you're at and say, is anybody available to help me out? I'm a musician, and I want to shoot a quick music video. If anybody could just spare some time to shoot for 2-3 hours. I don't have a camera, but you can shoot with my phone. If you have a camera, I don't know. I don't have any money, but I can buy you lunch, something like that. And then they can use it. They would love to shoot it, especially short film directors, because they need things. They need to shoot content to get to use their camera. Some of them have cameras, or just use the phone app and shoot a short. They'll shoot that music video with you and use it as part of their reel, saying that they've shot content before they get jobs. So you have that as well, all right? So now you have the music video. You have the social media platform. You have the story. You know how to schedule things, all right? You have that. Now you need to build a brand. You need to have a brand. You need to have an image. So what you do is you go for free. You go to Canva, download Canva, go to ChatGPT, get that, log in with your email for free. Talk to ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT about yourself, about your brand, what you're trying to do. Then tell ChatGPT that you need a logo. Ask it to create a logo for you. If you don't want a logo, if you want just an image, you need something that people, when they see it, they know it's you. Okay? So you need something. Even if it's just your name stylized in a very unique way. Do that. Okay? Because you're going to need that, and you're going to have to put down all the social media platforms. Now, this is not the social media episode, but I'm going to tell you in the other social media episode that you need to lock down your names, even if you're not using the platform. Lock down your name on all the platforms where they all match. Okay? That's a little thing about the next episode that you're going to listen to. Got to lock down that name, all right? So it all says, like, if it's Jay-Z the rapper, it's Jay-Z a rapper or Jay-Z on every social media platform. All right? Another platform that you should lock down the name is Nario. Nario is our platform and is a music artist built for independent artists. And you can stream. It has a social feed in there. It has a shorts feed there where you can put shorts. You can put performances that you've done and put it there. And then it has a live button where you can live stream events. Another thing about Nario that you can do, which is very great, you can sell your music. So you can put your music up there. You can create your account for free, log in with your email, and then you can upload your music or upload your video, and you can sell it. You can put it up as sellable. And when people click that, when you click that tab, you put the price, and then in your profile, you put in your email address for your PayPal account. And you can cash out. You can sell and cash that out, and you get some money. All right? So that's another way. But Nario is very early on. I'm going to be completely honest. There's not 1,000, 10,000. There's not 10,000 members on there that are just searching for new artists. Okay, we're slowly building. So I would use Nario just to put the content up there, just to get that link to sell it. Just so I can take that. So I would upload music or video. You pick one piece of content that you want to sell, upload it to Nario, put it up as sellable. Say a video. You can make a video just thanking your fans, saying you purchased this video and I want to say thank you, and this is your donation to me to pay for my studio. for my studio time and to finish up recording my album, to finish my album so I can put it out. And then you put that up as for sale, that video clip. Then you take it, share it, and you share it with all your friends and family, and you tell them, I need to finish my album. I'm putting this up. Whoever wants to buy it, I'd really appreciate it. When you buy it, it's going to give me money. It's going to take me one step closer to finishing my album. When my album's released, you're going to be the first person to get it. Okay? So that's another thing. So what else can you do? All right, what else can you do? So now that you've done that, you've set that up, you put it up on Nario, so now you can sell things. All right, we're not worried about selling. This one is about getting out there, building a fan base, but selling, that's a nice little help there to help you not be broke. All right, but let's go back. So now you have the social medias done. You pick the social media you want. You have the content scheduler where you're going to schedule everything. Now you're going to you created a Canva account, and that's what you're going to use to create the social media posts. So if it's video, you can shoot your short clips, put it in Canva. You can edit up to 10 minutes of video for free. You can add the words, everything. Even though you can do it on TikTok. You can do it on TikTok as well. But on Canva, if you feel better using another program, you can use Canva, CapCut, and do that. Now for the logo, if you don't want to use Canva's free logos and then you want to change those up because some other people might have it because it's free for everyone, then you try ChatGPT and you take that logo. One thing that you can do if you want to make it really unique, you take the logo from ChatGPT. You have ChatGPT make your logo. Then you take that logo and you put it on Google's AI program. You put it over there, or you put it on Grok, which is the AI program for Twitter on X, and you upload it over there, and you have them update that logo. All right. So you put it up there, and you just you say, hey, I want to modernize this, or I want to change this, and you put your little twist to it, and then it'll give it another little flair to it. It'll change it a little bit. Okay. So that takes care of the logo. That takes care of the coloring, meaning that when people see it, they know it's you. When people see it, they know it's you. Okay. So now you have the brand recognition. You have the scheduling done, posting done. Now, after you have scheduled all this stuff out, now you just need to make content. Now you need to do this for a few weeks, maybe a couple months, and put it out there, and then you'll start making some money after you get some fans. After you get a solid base of people following you, you don't have to necessarily be monetized on these platforms. You don't have to be monetized on these platforms. You just need to find 100, 200, 300 fans. 300 fans that like your music, that have, gravitated towards your music, and that you hook them. You get 300 people, and then you put an album out. You put the album out for $15. There you go. That's it. That's all you need to get started. After that, that's it. You're rolling. After that, you can release an album. You can release the singles at a time. You can release 2-3 songs at a time. Tell people to support you by buying the single, put it through Nario, sell it, get the money right away through PayPal, take that money, flip it, make more music, and you keep growing. Right? Now, another way to get exposure, another way to promote. This is where you got to get, you got to go back to ChatGPT. You don't have to use ChatGPT. I'm just saying if you want it to help you tune things up. You need to write a short message. Don't write a very, very long message. Write a very short message. Not too short, not too long, like a paragraph. Write a short message saying that you want to be interviewed, and you find independent, small podcasts. These small podcasts, they're looking for people to interview, because they need content, and they want people to interview. They want to get better at interviewing people, and you want to get your music out there. You want to get your name out there. So you need to hit up these podcasts. You need to hit up these live streamers and try to get on their live stream, try to get on their podcast. Okay? So what you need to do is comment on live streamers' pages. You comment something, you comment it early. You're early in there commenting. People are going to read the comments. They're going to see your name. They're going to tap it. If you write something nice on there, not too long, they're going to tap it to see the profile, and they're going to see your page. You're going to get more viewers to your page the more comments you make. You're going to go and hit up podcasters. When podcasters interview you, remember, podcasters do not go back and delete old interviews. They're not going to say, hey, I interviewed this independent artist, but now I'm interviewing major artists. I'm not going to go back and delete the independent artists. They don't go back and delete those episodes. Those episodes are there forever. And a lot of these podcast platforms, they distribute the podcast to all the streaming networks, streaming platforms, and it goes to YouTube as well. So this podcast here, it's on YouTube. So you have to do as many podcasts as you can, all right? So do podcasts, be interviewed. Now you can hit up blogs too. Hit up blogs. We have a blog. We have a blog on fatsmedia.com. You can be interviewed by us, and the audio portion, we can transcribe that, put it as Word, put that in a blog format, put it in a blog, and guess what? That helps you with SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. When people search you on Google because they've never heard of you, they're like, hey, I've never heard of this artist, and they search you. The first thing you want them to see is all your socials. You want them to see your website, want them to see your socials when they Google you, and they're gonna show you on the blogs. They're gonna see you on the blog. They're gonna see maybe the podcast is gonna pop up, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, this person's a big deal. They're being interviewed all over the place. They have all these. That's how you build momentum, and that helps you with social proof. So you need to work on that. You need to get the podcast interviews. You need to get the blog interviews. It doesn't have to just be podcasts. There's a lot of podcasters don't have a blog. We're one of the few because we're targeting independent artists. We want to help independent artists, and we know what independent artists need. So we're gearing our platform towards that. So blogs, they seem to be in demand, but for major artists, there's not many blogs for independent acts. But guess what? If you message them, one good place to message them when no one messages them, I promise you, a lot of people get messages for these blogs that own these blogs. They get messaged on major social media platforms. So they get messaged on Instagram. They get messaged on TikTok. They don't check those. They don't check them unless they're following you and you're following them. And then you can be on that list and they can check it. But you know where they're not being messaged at? Sometimes their email depends on the email address. If they're really big blog, the email goes to an assistant, to an intern, something like that. But you can message them if you find out the person on LinkedIn. Message them on LinkedIn. Music artists aren't going on LinkedIn and messaging the CEO of a blog over there. When they get that message, it's going to pop up. They're definitely going to check it because they don't get messages all the time. So they're definitely going to check it. So go ahead and leave that message in that blog, all right? And after you leave that message in that blog, you go to the other platforms, message them there. Say, hey, I messaged you on LinkedIn. I want to check in that you saw it. You message them the next day, all right? So that's another great way that you can get in touch with bloggers and social media platform people, all right? So that's another good way. So after you have that, now you got the blog interview, you got the podcast interview, you have your social media working for you. You have stuff for sale on Nario. So then if anybody decides to support you, you're getting them early on. You know, you're not really pushing the sales stuff, but it should be available. You should always have it available just in case. So even though you're not selling, you're not pushing the sale, you still have a song up there, just one song, and put it up for sale. And you put it in the description. This is just this beta. This is just starting out. If you're buying this, you're supporting my growth. You're pushing me to the next level. All right. So that's another thing you can do is that just have a song up there on Nario. It's going to be searchable. So when you Google it, it's going to pop up. So we're working on the SEO for everyone's content that goes up on Nario is going to be searchable. So it'll pop up there. So that's another thing right there. There you go. So I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions, you could email me directly, fatsmedia@gmail.com. Check out the website, please, fatsmedia.com. For Nario, that's a streaming app for independent creators. Just go on there and you can download the app on Google Play Store, the Apple App Store. It's still in beta. Meaning we're still working on it. There's still a lot of kinks to it, but you can definitely sell stuff. It works. You can upload it. You can upload music, you upload videos, set up for sale. So what you do is you log in with your email address or your phone number. You can log in with your email or phone number. Then you go to your profile on the app and you just fill in the information, fill in your name and lock down your profile name for, your artist name. Get that locked down. All right. And on that platform, you can put up shorts. You can put up feeds, meaning like a regular social post feed, like a picture. You can post, you can go live, you can live stream. Live stream is still in beta, still being worked out the kinks. Trying to make live stream where people can pay for the live stream. So that means is you can do a live stream and you could put a price wall. You can price wall it, and you can say, hey, I'm going to perform. I'm going to do a small performance somewhere, and you can watch that performance. You don't have to come to the event, but you could pay for it and you can see it from your phone. All right, you can do that. So that's another thing you can do, the live stream. And then there's music, video, and podcast all on there. Okay, music, video, and podcast. We're gonna get short films in there, full length films. There's albums already in there. Put your music up there. There's music in there, and we're gonna get a whole bunch more stuff on there very, very soon. Just haven't really pushed it because it was still in beta. We just got the PayPal stuff working. Everything's 100% double and triple checked. You put up a sale, you make a sale, take 15%. You have a wallet in your account. You can see your balance immediately right there. You can request a withdrawal within 24 hours. It's approved and the money's in your PayPal account. All right, after it's reviewed, but within 24 hours, definitely. So, yeah, try that out and check it out. If you have any questions, like I said, if you want to be interviewed, go on Fats Media, any of our socials, and message. I'll message you back. Email fatsmedia@gmail.com. I'll give you all the details, what I'm going to need, and we can schedule a time and we can do this interview and make it happen. It's only 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20, and I can send you a link. We do a video call. If you want to just do audio, you can do that as well, and we can make it happen, all right? We could do an audio and just put a picture up there on the screen, just for the video part of it. For the audio part, we'll put this on the podcast, of course, and people just hear it. But, yeah. So for all you young artists, if you really want it, you would write this stuff down, get to work, okay? I'm going to try to put some of this stuff on a list in the description. Look at the description, okay? All right, thanks for watching. Download Nario. Check out fatsmedia.com.